Hello, Jonathan here. I took a break from playing Animal Crossing because I saw this clip on Zachary Michael's channel and I just wanted to give my thoughts on it. I recorded this from Zachary Michael's channel. If anyone's mad about that or he comes back and says please don't do this, I will respect that. Hello, it's me from the future. I just want to give a preface. Is that how you say that? I don't know if I explain enough that I wanted to make these reactions and talk about how Amberlynn relates to me. I feel like that's kind of weird. I just want to explain why I talk about myself so much. I'm very self-absorbed. So I guess we should just get going.
So sorry that it was like a serious one. And again, I really want to end it like with the emphasis and the conclusion, please, that the way that I treated Beck during like some of the worst years of my life.
So here's problem number one. She is already trying to downplay what she did because she's a victim. And I have done something similar, but more to explain. I think more of her language reveals that she does not mean it in a way to be like, my mental health was really bad and I did this. There was no excuse.
Like, to be honest, I've had quite a few worse years. That was just one of the eras where it was pretty bad. Um, I fully am accountable and acknowledge those moments.
So this I feel like this is a cop out because saying I am accountable, I think that that is different from saying I did this, I did those things. She says this throughout the video, and she never actually. I don't feel like she's taking ownership of what she did. And, I mean, it's Amber, so what do we expect?
And why that can be traumatic for them. And I am apologetic and remorseful.
I am apologetic and remorseful. Not, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I did those terrible things to you. I'm sorry that, you know, I acted horribly and mistreated you. We get, I'm accountable and I'm apologetic.
And I feel horrific. Um,
This bothers me too. I feel horrific. Like, I'm sure she is thinking of, like, I feel terrible about what I did. And that's not important here because her feelings are not important. It's, excuse me, it's Beck's feelings that are important. She needs to acknowledge that she hurt Beck. She needs to acknowledge that she trampled over Beck's feelings, invalidated Beck. The one that sticks in my head, Karina says it all the time, that she made Beck drive her around while in renal failure. Amber could at least say, that was a really shitty thing that I did.
there's really not much I can do about it 7 years later, 6 years later, 5 years later, whatever years later.
Oh, there's not much you can do? Like, yes, those things were done, and you are not actually taking accountability by just saying, I take accountability.
But I publicly apologize, even though I feel like I wish I could apologize to them like one on one.
Why does your feelings matter? It's either you apologize or you don't. Sorry, she's over here for me, and I don't know why I can't just look at the camera, so I apologize. And then I forget what I was saying. It just, she waffles so much. I wish I could do this and I wish I could do that. You don't need to fucking do a public apology. You could. I know Beck does not want to hear from Amber, okay? My point is that the way that she's talking about this is stupid and shitty. And as everybody else has pointed out, she should not be doing this public apology behind a paywall. If Amber actually wanted to apologize, and which she never will, she should make a video saying, you know, I did make Beck drive me around while they were in renal failure. I did force Beck to be in my videos, and I told them that I would pay them money for their work. I did mock Beck's appearance and say very cruel things to them. And then she should say, there's no excuse for these behaviors, and I truly apologize. Something fucking like that. You can't just give this blanket I'm sorry for the years that you abused them.
Instead of like publicly, because I don't like this whole public thing. It's gives me anxiety.
Oh, Amber's uncomfortable about apologizing, guys. Again, she's making it about her. She's If you're going to truly apologize to somebody, you're supposed to make it about them. I don't know. I'm also ranting, and I am not super good at this shit. I don't feel comfortable saying what on here because that's really between me and my family. During the pandemic in 2020, I did some very bad things. And I blamed my mental health, okay? And I did those things. I did those things while feeling symptomatic, and I still did them. It doesn't matter that I was symptomatic. It matters that it was done. And I have to take responsibility for that. And yes, I was trying to tell my sister, I was trying to explain like what was going on with me because I felt like it was relevant. I was not trying to minimize what I did. I just wanted her to understand. I don't know. That's why in the beginning when Amber's like, those were some of the worst years of my life, blah, blah, blah. I don't feel like she's actually taking accountability for like the way that she acted. And this might sound really stupid, but I was in this weird, I don't know if it was delusional state or if I was manic or what, but I just kept telling myself that we're all going to die. So nothing I did mattered. And when you keep thinking something like that, it it makes it true for you. It becomes this thing in your head that, isn't going to go away until you correct your thinking. And I let that get that far, and I did those things. So it's my fault.
Like that's my conclusion of it all. And I'm my words are about to go out into the ether. Is that the word for it? And I know people are gonna like twist what I said in this live stream.
The ether? That would mean like they're evaporating and disappearing. You mean they're going out onto the internet? I feel like I missed something she said before this. I'm going to go back a little bit.
In this live stream, but I do want people to know, like, bottom line, period, that like I am fully accountable and I'm sorry. And
oh my god, that face. That you're not sorry. You're not holding yourself accountable. What the fuck, Amber?
I don't really know what to do in this moment. But I appreciate you guys for being here. And
Did I not
I
go
hope
back?
that the next Tuesday live.
All right, who gives a fuck about that? I don't know. She was computers. How do they work? It just this is a bullshit apology that means nothing, and it pisses me off. So that's why I wanted to record this video. The thing is that I don't feel like I'm a good person. And it's funny to me because that's all Amber says. I'm a great person. I'm this, I'm that, blah, blah, blah. And it's not that I want you to feel bad for me. It's just that I have done bad shit throughout my life. And there are a lot of people that will argue with me because I say I'm a bad person. But I don't feel like the good things I've done outweigh the bad things. So I don't know. not everybody can see all of the things that you've done. When I was when I was 19, I was dating this man Kevin, and he was like 34, and I had no idea about my mental health and what was going on. And he felt bad for me, and he kept paying my bills and stuff. And over the course of it, it was like $5,000. At the time, I was so wrapped up in myself that I didn't really understand how much he had done. And I got to a point where I forget why I didn't want to be with him, but I've always felt bad because, like I said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what my mental health was. I did that to him. I took advantage of Kevin, and I regret it. I don't know how to contact him to even tell him I'm sorry. I don't know. I think too much, and I associate everything with everything else. And I'm like, am I making this about me right now? Am I doing what I just accused Amber of? I don't know. So somebody noticed my VV, and I decided to try to like put random stuff in the video. And this is my RGM-89 Jagan from Mobile Suit Gundam Char's Counterattack. I am a nerd, a geek, or whatever. It's funny, I've never said this out loud. I mostly put it in like text and my bios on different things and whatever. The GoPro right now is sitting on a Mega Man X Zero model that I have yet to build. All right, well, thank you again for everybody that left comments. It's been really nice to hear your words of support and encouragement. I feel like I'm a broken record that I keep saying, I'm going to try to do better. I would like to improve. And I don't know where this channel's going. We'll find out, I guess. So, thank you again to everybody who likes and subscribes, and have a good day.